Salute. All my generals, all my lions, all my real men, all my lionesses, all my queens, all my princesses, all my real ones, all my day ones. If it's your first time on here, definitely hit the like, share, subscribe. Lions and Men's is back. Full throttle. Let's go. Y'all already know what it is. Appreciate all the love and the support. Instagram is lions_and_men. Rikers Island stories. Plus we touch on whatever you want to talk about. Anything that's popping. If it's official, it needs to be addressed. Lions and Men is going to address it. So let's get into it. Right now, we're going to go back to the foundation of how this all started. Also, happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Y'all already know what it is. We're going to get it back to how this all started, which was basically Rikers Island, Kings and Bloods, police, who's running what, who's really the boss, who's somebody that's just perpetrating fraud, I mean, who's somebody that's really about that life, or somebody that's just pretending. How long can you go on pretending? Can you survive as a pretender? Y'all tell me. Blow up the comments. I'm definitely going to be checking them out after this one. So, this one right here is going to coincide to old and new. Meaning, y'all going to see as I go through it. So, recently, it's been brought to my attention that an officer was assaulted on Rikers Island. So a female officer was assaulted on Rikers Island. This female officer is yet to report this. I'm blowing shit up. Breaking news. If I had bombs, I'd drop bombs on them, but nah. We ain't got those. We don't need that. At the end of the day, this female officer didn't report it, but colleagues know about it. Colleagues know about it, and the story is floating around now within them private circles that correctional officers have. So this officer, the reason why she got assaulted, or I guess you could say is a sexual assault, because of the nature of the assault, which we're going to get into. Now this officer was trying to intervene when an altercation developed in the day room over whatever reason. Now it goes from the day room to the middle of Broadway, which is the front of the bubble, which is right there in front where everybody can see. Now these two individuals are trying to get into a fight basically. They going back and forth. They whooping and hollering. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Somebody goes to act like they gonna get a weapon. Somebody else, the other individual, the officer gets between it, stops it, stops him, or tries to prevent him, gets in his way. He gets in her face. Bitch, the fuck you gonna do? Fuck out my face before I slap shit out you. She's like, what? Excuse me? Another individual intervenes, was trying to be the middleman. Like, yo, officer, why don't you slide over here real quick? Out of respect, I'm not saying her name, because I don't want to get her in trouble. So, why don't you slide over here, miss? She's like, excuse me, what you mean slide over here? Why don't you slide over here, because all you gonna do is make things worse. So, this is the mindset of Rikers Island. This is how dudes is moving. This is how correctional officers are moving. So this officer is talking to the other individual that's trying to get her to go back into the bubble. Meanwhile, these two other individuals is still going back and forth. The particular individual that's speaking to this officer at the moment is telling her, yo, listen, go in the bubble, I got this. Relax, relax, relax. I got this. Ain't nothing gonna happen. I got this. These niggas be doing this shit on the regular. Boom, 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 peanut butter jelly, all that good shit. So she starts to lower her guard. Duke is like, the dude is basically like, yo, ain't nothing gonna happen. I got this. While he's saying this, something pops off. Somebody tries to jump over a petition acting like he's trying to stab an individual. So the officer didn't see everything, but she seen like Duke's trying to go at each other. She tries to intervene again. When she intervenes, another individual grabs her by her arm, prevents her from continuing on to intervene between the two other detainees that are getting it popping right now. When he grabs her by her arm, he throws her to the corner by the phones. She's like, what the fuck? Everybody's focused on what's popping off now with the two other detainees. Everybody's seeing this because now one of these individuals is trying to stab the other individual. Now, mind you, where this officer gets thrown to, there's no cameras because it's literally right by the bathroom. That's the only spot where there's no fucking cameras. So he threw her like basically inside the entrance to the bathroom. While she was in there, that same individual and somebody else went in there and felt her up. Felt her up, put their hands between her legs, squeezed her ass, grabbed her by her neck, and tossed her ass back out the bathroom. Said some shit to her as they tossed her out the bathroom. She comes out the bathroom all befumbled and fucked up in the head. She just got violated and shit popping off. The other officers nowhere to be found yet. And the next thing you know, she's going in the bubble. Things get de-escalated with a dormitory, and the two individuals end up playing their corners, so to speak. The other officer is eventually around somewhere, miraculously just appeared. Whatever conversations between that officer and the other officer happens, and at the end of the day, after that, nothing else happened. The officer stood in the bubble for the remainder of the time of her shift. And when the time came for her to get relieved, she left and went home. That's what happened. That's what's been brought to my attention by her colleagues. The fight wasn't reported. They didn't see nothing on the cameras, because they always have cameras. That's a fact. The cameras are always there, but if they're not looking at that particular area that day, if it's not brought to their attention that an incident happened that day, sometimes they overlook shit. They don't see shit. So the eyes are there, but some things got to get brought to their attention to see it. So they got away with that. And this officer now done got violated, and the dudes that violated are still in the building. And you know, shit like that is not new. It's not funny. It's not a game. I don't condone it. I'm not. That shit is something that I would never do. So I'm not with that. But at the end of the day, that's not something that's new. That's why I said older than new, because this happened before, when I was in adolescence. Which brings me to a moment where it was a little bit more crazy, if you want to get honest. Because, and I'll be fast, don't need to get into a lot of the details, but this. A bunch of adolescent boys, young men, were surrounding an officer working the midnight shift. She out, mouth open, sexy, I guess, sleeping. And it's like 6, 7 dudes around her, masturbating, getting money, is what they used to call it. Right in front of her while she sleep. Some dudes nutted on her. She woke up with semen on her uniform, looked at it, recognized it, and she ain't say nothing. She had it in a couple of spots, and she ain't say nothing. Dudes is looking at her when she wake up, and notice she ain't say nothing. Some dudes in their mind is like she liked it. You feel me? See how these individuals think? Those dudes that felt up on that other CO on the island just now. C95, I could say the building, or was it C95? That CO, them dudes that did that to him. Now if she ever around them, they might think that she like that shit. She with it. She ain't gonna say nothing if I do something again. They gonna try her. That's the sad shit about Rikers Island. Real talk. Got more to get into, y'all. Y'all already know what it is, man. I love y'all, appreciate y'all. We gonna keep this pushing. Happy holidays to everybody. This was a very, very little kind of dark, but we gonna get to the light, because there's always light at the end of the tunnel, baby. Love and loyalty at all time. Appreciate y'all. Hit that subscribe.